All right, we'll go ahead and start with James.
Yeah, Harrison, it looked like you guys just ran out of gas tonight. Is that what you felt out there? You guys just eventually, after last night's game, just couldn't get all the way to the finish line?
Oh, no, I thought we competed. I just think for us as a group, especially, playing with a team like this, our mental approach just has to be a little bit sharper, especially, finishing out that second quarter, having to lead it, having to be a 5-point game and having to go to 12, coming out in that third, just little things that we have to do, just being a little sharper to get over the edge. But I thought we competed, and we had an opportunity to, close the gap, take a lead, and unfortunately we didn't make enough plays.
Jason Anderson.
HB, how are you feeling? How's the group holding up? I think you've logged about 80 minutes in 24 hours. How are you doing?
I'm feeling good. Thankfully I was able to get some games in, to get my foot back to a good place. So to be able to play heavy minutes like this, no big issues, but I think for us it's just a matter of regrouping. Not letting a good win last night, tough loss tonight, spiral out into something more than that. Get back on track next game and go from there.
All right, we'll go ahead and go back to James.
Yeah, Harrison, just how important is that right there, holding on to the rope, especially with all of these other guys out, just trying to hold down the fort until you get reinforcements here in the coming days?
It's huge. And even when we do get, reinforcements, guys coming off, protocols and things like that, it's a matter of playing at a certain level, having a compete level at a certain level. When you look at the last, let's just say 3 games or so, we've been competing over the course of 48 minutes. It's putting us in position to win. Now, obviously, tonight we didn't win the game, but if we're going to continue to compete at that level, we'll be there. But we've seen that, we've had 2 or 3 games, like I said, regardless of the result, we're playing hard, putting ourselves in position. Then we had one game, you just let go of the road, very uncharacteristic things we started doing, and then 3 losses later, we're trying to get it back. So I think for us, it's continuing to maintain that level. Like I said, just sharpen up just the mental part of the game.
Christos.
Hey, Harrison, hope you are doing well. You had a great reaction in the third quarter. What's happening in the fourth quarter for you guys, and what would you like to keep or what would you like to change on your game from tonight's game?
I think for us, it's a matter of just getting stops, right? You look at a lot of their shots they were getting in the fourth. It was either wide open layups or catch and shoot threes. And in that time, especially when you're trying to make runs, especially when you're trying to close the game, you have to make them take tough shots. You have to make them, put the ball on the floor and make them start making just tough shots. And you said, look, we took away something and you made shots over us. But, tonight they just got too many easy looks as the game started to get towards the fourth.
Jason Anderson.
Harrison, there was a moment there where it looked like Mo was giving some instruction and some encouragement to Buddy in the fourth. In that moment, what do you see happening there? And can you speak to just generally what is happening with this group in terms of the communication and what you guys are all trying to get across to each other?
Yeah, we're talking about communication a lot. That's something that, has improved, over the course of, it's improved over the course of the season, but, it has to get better, right? That's an example of, guys talking it out, but it's great to, talk it out on the sidelines, but we got to bring that to the court. We have to bring that to those, those live situations and use that same communication there. Hopefully still 100 plays. That's ultimately what it comes down to. We know our plays, we know their plays, but who can steal more possessions, throughout the course of the game to win. And just increase our communication, like you saw there, like, you'll see, throughout the course of the game is what's going to allow us, like I said, in sharpening up mentally for us to get over that hump.
James Howe.
Yeah, Harrison, just Tyrese has had 20 points, 20 plus points and 10 plus assists in 3 straight games. Just how are you seeing him develop and sort of take ownership at that lead guard position with De'Aaron out?
Yeah, I mean, he's balling. He's definitely got, great feel for controlling the game, getting guys shots, scoring the basketball. He's in a great groove right now. So, I think, I speak for, all the players, all the coaches that, when the ball's in his hands, we trust his decision making to, make the right play, every time he has it.
Tony, go ahead.
Okay. He's got a triple double tonight. What do you think he had in his career right now? Because it just seems like there's no slowing down with this guy. Yeah, I mean, he's, yeah, I mean, in NBA terms, when you hit 30, people always assume you're almost done. But, I mean, he just continues to just get better as a player. Obviously, provides a lot of value tonight. You see it in the stat sheet, but, regardless of, whether it's a triple-double or not, he's a big part of, what's allowed these teams to be successful, over the course of, his time since he was drafted. He has an impact on the game. I was asking the same exact question about Stephen Curry. I mean, he's 32, and you see what he's doing. He's putting up MVP numbers and stuff like that. What do you have to say about his game tonight? Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of times when, people see Steph, they almost just expect him to be great. Like, you just assume that, the things he does, because he's done it at such a consistent rate over so many years, that they just expect that from him. But it is truly, as a competitor, it's rare to see that level play that consistently. So, obviously, he puts a lot of time in his game, works extremely hard, one of the hardest workers I've ever been around. Just continues to get better. It's my favorite.
Any other questions? All right. Thanks, HB.
Yes.